Researchers at the Karolinska Institute in Sweden have discovered that a dangerous molecule is currently attacking your nerves while you watch this video. This molecule, now being referred to as the pain molecule, is the real cause of neuropathy pain, and a simple yellow vitamin, which you might already have at home, could be the key to combating this molecule and providing immediate, lasting relief from nerve pain, burning, tingling, or numbness in the legs, feet, hands, or arms. You'll be surprised when you find out what it is. Most people don't know this, but the true reason behind intense nerve pain has less to do with nerve damage or aging than we initially thought. Nearly 90% of adults aged 60 and above have nerve degeneration or nerve damage, yet they experience no pain symptoms whatsoever. Here's the problem. No matter what kind of pain medications you take or therapies you try, you're usually just treating the symptoms, not the actual root cause, proving that all along, suffering from neuropathy was never your fault. I discovered this almost by accident when I got a call from my dad saying that my mom could barely get out of bed and would need to undergo a risky herniated disc surgery, which could potentially leave her in a wheelchair for life. Experts around the world are now blaming a common but widespread vitamin deficiency for the growing epidemic of nerve pain. It's likely you've never heard of this little-known vitamin deficiency before, but since early 2024, it has been spreading like wildfire among adults over 50. If you or a loved one suffers from symptoms of nerve damage, such as moderate to severe burning, tingling, or numbness in the legs, feet, hands, or arms, if you said yes to any of these symptoms, you might be a victim of this deficiency. And that's why traditional treatments don't work and actually make the symptoms worse over time. It's like trying to put out a fire with gasoline. Listen, eventually it will become increasingly difficult to sit in the car for long periods, walk your dog, or even go to the bathroom on your own. That's when your family starts to wonder if you can take care of yourself. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but this means you could be stuck with nerve pain forever, and it could get much worse. If the damage becomes severe, you might even lose your ability to feel or move freely. Eventually, this deficiency takes over, eroding your nerves, degenerating your muscles, wreaking havoc on your brain, and it can even wipe out your memories. This deficiency has been linked to dementia, kidney failure, heart disease, and other life-threatening conditions. That's why there's a failure rate of over 70% in all treatments for neuropathy pain, including risky procedures. Fortunately, this little-known yellow vitamin can immediately replenish this deficiency, deactivate the pain molecule, and instantly relieve the discomfort associated with nerve pain. In fact, 65-year-old patients who were completely dependent on painkillers, expensive therapies, and chiropractic visits for years are now walking and moving better than ever, without any discomfort. This new solution is the only one that tackles the root cause of the problem, leading to the permanent elimination of nerve pain. It works quickly and is 100% natural and safe.
Last month I spent over $800 on painkillers and doctors, and it was all for nothing. Since I started using this, my back pain and leg weakness have disappeared, and I no longer feel discomfort when I stand up. It's truly different from anything I've ever tried, and I highly recommend it.
For years, I suffered from nerve pain that caused excruciating pain in my back and legs. 3 weeks ago, doctors put me in a wheelchair, and the only thing that worked for me was morphine. I almost paid $34,000 for a risky surgery that could have even left me paralyzed. But then, by sheer chance, I watched this video. All I have to say is that this vitamin literally saved my life.
I've had excruciating back pain every day since 2016. I was afraid to get out of bed, bend over, or lift anything. Then a friend sent me this video and told me to try this new thing. Last week was my first pain-free day in 8 years. Now I can finally do my chores, drive, play with my grandkids, and I'm no longer afraid of the pain. It's gone.
And in this short 100% free video, I'll share more stories like these, along with studies and detailed information on the effects of this vitamin for people over 50 who suffer from neuropathy. I'll also tell you about the results my mom had after trying it. If you haven't heard about this breakthrough that eliminates nerve pain, it's not your fault. The pharmaceutical industry doesn't want you to know. The simplicity of this solution will surprise you and maybe even make you feel outraged. I didn't believe it myself until I saw it with my own eyes. That's why I urge you to pay close attention and watch this free video until the end, because it could be taken down at any moment, and this crucial information won't be available anywhere else. The billion-dollar painkiller industry is furious about this, and I'm already facing legal threats to keep this discovery quiet. But the main reason to watch until the end is that what I'm about to reveal could completely transform your life. In the next 2 minutes, I'll show you how anyone at any age can combat and permanently eliminate the root cause of nerve pain with a 100% natural solution that's easy to use and cheaper than your daily coffee. This can be done at home and starts working almost immediately. It doesn't matter if you've been suffering from neuropathy for 7 days or 7 years, and it doesn't matter if you've tried other solutions like painkillers, nerve stimulation therapies, strange exercises, or acupuncture. This will work for everyone. This is the only proven method that allows you to say goodbye to pain forever, and it works especially well if you're over 54. Since it's natural, it also boosts your energy, improves your vitality, and enhances overall health. More than 48,000 people of all ages are already taking this vitamin and can finally live their lives on their feet again. Now you're about to find out why this is the #1 vitamin for those suffering from nerve pain and how it can help you too. But before we dive in, let me introduce myself and explain how I discovered this new and powerful method for relieving neuropathy pain. My name is Richard, I'm 44 years old, and I live with my wife and our 3 children in Chicago, Illinois. I'm a researcher and specialist in cell biology at the Department of Molecular Genetics and Cell Biology at the University of Chicago, where I've worked for over 15 years. During this time, I had the unique opportunity to go to Sweden and collaborate with some brilliant researchers at the Karolinska Institute, one of the world's leading centers for advanced natural health research. During that period, I closely observed some of the most successful researchers and doctors in the field, witnessing their scientific breakthroughs and new discoveries. But of course, none of those discoveries compare to what I'm about to reveal to you today. You see, I only discovered this after receiving a call from my dad one day to talk about my mom's situation. With a sad voice, he confessed a situation to me that I had no idea was happening. "My son, your mother is in unbearable nerve pain, and the doctors said she might need surgery." My mother, Susan, had always been a strong and independent woman, the one who took care of everyone, including my dad. Imagining her in that situation was something I could never have foreseen. After years of dedicating herself to the family, she was finally ready to enjoy life to the fullest and have a peaceful old age. She dreamed of traveling with my dad, exploring new places, and spending more time with the grandkids. But suddenly she started experiencing terrible symptoms. Intense nerve pain, like sharp shocks radiating through her body, causing burning, tingling, and weakness. She became extremely tired and fatigued, unable to carry out her daily activities, and even walking or standing became difficult because the pain worsened after any movement. That's when, during a visit to the doctor, we received devastating news. A diagnosis of severe neuropathy was causing debilitating pain for my mom. It was a huge shock to the family. We never expected news like this. We decided to explore other options because we didn't want to put her through the risk of a painful and risky surgery. From that day on, the doctor prescribed various painkillers and recommended some physical therapy sessions. At first, we thought the medication and therapy would help, but things only got worse. Over the next 4 years, her pain intensified, never stabilizing. She frequently experienced tingling and weakness in her nerves, and the sharp pain never went away. In fact, it only increased. That's when her old doctor increased the medication dosage and started giving her corticosteroid injections. He also recommended other treatments like acupuncture, chiropractic care, and CBD. He accepted the doctor's decision willingly, but unfortunately, none of this helped. Moreover, as time went on, her mobility decreased and her nerves became more sensitive and vulnerable to other complications. But the worst happened about 2 years ago, when she had such a severe pain crisis that she couldn't get out of bed for days. Besides the excruciating pain, she trembled when trying to stand up and no longer had the strength to stay on her feet. Unfortunately, surgery was her only remaining option. The problem is that the surgery, called nerve decompression, not only costs $35,000, but also involves an invasive procedure to manipulate the affected nerves. There is a significant risk of damaging surrounding tissues, and more critically, the nerves themselves, which could result in more persistent pain, burning, numbness, weakness, or even total loss of mobility. Yes, my dear mother could have ended up permanently confined to a wheelchair, never to walk again because of this cursed pain. At that moment, I had 3 options. The first option was to let my mom continue suffering in bed, taking the prescribed medications that don't cure and only make the problem worse. The second option was to send my mom into surgery, with no guarantee of success, risking leaving her in a wheelchair for the rest of her life. Or I could choose the third option, fight for her, and search for another solution that could eliminate this problem from her life once and for all, without causing more harm or suffering. It was clear that the third option was my only choice, and from that day on I knew this was my new mission in life. So that day, I promised that I wouldn't rest until I found a solution for my mom's neuropathy pain. My priority was to learn everything I could about nerve pain. I spent hours every day diving into research, often falling asleep late at night with my laptop by my side. Over the next 2 weeks, I dug into medical studies and journals, both in libraries and online. What was disturbing in my research was that neuropathy pain was becoming an increasingly common problem, affecting millions of people around the world. In the US alone, millions suffer from this debilitating condition, and many end up resorting to risky surgeries that don't always solve the problem. Moreover, nerve pain is also a huge profit source for big pharmaceutical companies. Many major pharmaceutical firms have been caught bribing doctors to sell their expensive treatments, which only mask the symptoms to people who often don't even need them. The CEOs of these companies make billions while patients continue to suffer. Another thing I uncovered in my research was that doctors are so overwhelmed that they quickly prescribe palliative treatments and move on, without addressing the root cause of neuropathy, which only makes the real problem worsen over time. I researched relentlessly. I called various doctors, universities, questioned experts, and scoured studies online. But the advice I received was no different from what my mom's doctor always said: take the medication, do physical therapy. But it was this very advice that almost led my mom to the need for a dangerous surgery. I reached the point of exhaustion, researching late into the night and waking up early, day after day. Then, while talking to my friend Kevin from my days at the Karolinska Institute about my mom's problem and my research, he said, maybe Dr. Sven can help. Dr. Sven Johansson is a professor of medicine known for his groundbreaking research in treating neuropathy pain. According to Kevin, he had developed a new method that could stop nerve pain using a natural approach. No drugs, no surgery, no palliative procedures. That's incredible, I thought. This is exactly what my mom needs. But Dr. Sven is very busy and reclusive. I'm not sure you'll be able to get in touch with him. I didn't hesitate. I decided to contact the Institute and try to speak with him. I shared my entire journey, and a few days later, I received a call from his assistant. Dr. Sven is interested in your case, and if you'd like to see him, he can make time for you later this week. I booked the nearest available flight and flew 9 hours to Stockholm, not knowing what to expect. Dr. Sven was an intelligent and straightforward man. I learned that he had received several prestigious awards, including the Lasker Award, and was even in the running for a Nobel Prize for his groundbreaking research. His story was inspiring. He himself almost had to end his career as a professor and researcher due to severe neuropathy pain. So he made it his life's mission to find a way to reverse nerve pain without enduring traditional treatments that don't solve the problem and only cause more harm. As soon as I arrived at his office, Dr. Sven eagerly began to show me his research and the major discovery he had made. Look, all this time we've been blaming the wrong problem. Nerve degeneration, nerve damage, injuries, and even poor posture or a sedentary lifestyle are not the real causes of neuropathy pain. The proof is that more than 80% of the population has some form of nerve damage and feels no pain. The real cause of neuropathy has nothing to do with arthritis or nerve misfiring, as previously believed. The true cause is a hidden molecule in your body. We've nicknamed it the pain molecule. These molecules, known in medicine as pro-inflammatory cytokines, play a crucial role in regulating the immune system and inflammation in your body. They're like little messengers, signaling your immune system when and where to respond to a threat such as an infection or injury. Under normal conditions, cytokines are essential for the proper functioning of the immune system, helping regulate the body's inflammatory responses. They are released in small amounts in response to infections, injuries, or other stimuli, playing a vital role in healing and protecting tissues. However, when the body faces persistent or chronic inflammation, the production of these molecules can spiral out of control. This can happen due to a variety of factors, such as chronic stress, repetitive injuries, autoimmune diseases, or even nutritional deficiencies. In these cases, the body begins to release inflammatory cytokines in large quantities, resulting in an excess of these molecules in the system. This excess of cytokines, which should be temporary and controlled, becomes harmful because everything in the body must be in perfect balance to stay healthy. Instead of aiding recovery, These excess cytokines become toxic to the body and start damaging healthy tissues. In the case of nerve pain, these toxins attack the protective myelin sheath surrounding the nerves, tissues responsible for insulating and protecting the nerve fibers. This protection is crucial for transmitting signals, reducing interference, and ensuring proper nerve function. When this protective layer is degraded due to the attack of these toxic molecules, the nerves become exposed and vulnerable. This degeneration of the protective myelin sheath caused by the excess of these molecules leads to a series of problems. As you saw, the protective tissues of the nerves is crucial for the proper conduction of nerve impulses. When inflammation damages this layer, the nerves start sending pain signals erratically and constantly, even without appropriate stimuli. The nerves begin to function irregularly, sending pain signals to the brain even when there is no direct injury, because they are exposed, like an open wound. This is why neuropathy pain becomes so intense and hard to ignore. It's the direct result of this massive attack by the pain molecule on the protective myelin sheath of the nerves. We can compare nerves to the wires of an electrical system. Just as these wires need an insulating layer to transmit energy efficiently, our nerves require proper protection to conduct signals correctly. Without this protective layer, nerve signals become confused, weak, or even completely blocked, causing symptoms like tingling, burning sensations, and constant pain. When the protective layer of the nerves is intact, signals flow smoothly without interruptions. However, if this protective layer is damaged by pro-inflammatory cytokines, the nerves are left exposed, like a wire without insulation. This results in erratic nerve signals, sending uncontrolled pain messages to the brain, even when there is no actual stimulus. This is why neuropathy pain is so intense and difficult to ignore. And when this persists for weeks, months, or even years, it causes even more significant damage, leading you to experience pain radiating through your nerves, tingling, stiffness, and weakness. In more severe cases, it can lead to nerve degeneration, causing you to lose mobility and potentially confining you to a wheelchair. So if you wake up feeling that terrible sensation of stiffness, tingling, and loss of mobility, if you avoid activities because of intense pain and can't get out of bed, there's a good chance that your nerves are already damaged due to the excess of this pain molecule. This is why painkillers, muscle relaxants, steroid injections, nerve stimulators, chiropractic care, stretching, exercises, yoga, and even those invasive surgeries don't solve the problem. They don't target the root cause and, in fact, end up worsening the problem in the long run. Painkillers and muscle relaxants only temporarily mask the pain without addressing the toxic inflammation that continues to damage the nerve. Steroid injections, while offering temporary relief, weaken the tissues around the nerve and, with repeated use, increase the risk of infections and other serious side effects. And the famous nerve stimulators exacerbate the problem by overstimulating an already inflamed and damaged area, worsening the pain over time. The good news is that once we identified the true cause of the pain, we could focus our efforts on finding a way to stop the progression of this molecule, eliminate the inflammation, and restore nerve health, providing immediate and lasting pain relief. My research revealed that the future of neuropathy treatments lies in neutralizing these molecules and restoring the health of the nerves. When you achieve this, you can finally get relief from pain and regain your quality of life. That's why I spent countless nights researching until I found something truly promising. The answer came from China, in the form of a rare vitamin known as palmitoylethanolamide. It's a yellow substance naturally produced by the body, belonging to the class of fatty acid amides. It plays a key role in regulating inflammation and pain by binding to receptors that modulate the inflammatory response and pain perception. After we discovered it, we conducted thousands of exhaustive tests, and through a meticulous process of purification and optimization, we made it 14 times more effective and potent, and named it Prime Palm. After being rigorously tested in 14 randomized, double-blind, placebo-controlled clinical studies, the gold standard of clinical trials, we discovered that the intake of Prime Palm demonstrated the ability to stop the multiplication of the pain molecule immediately, thereby promoting the reduction of inflammation and the restoration of the nerves. Taking Prime Palm is like sending an elite team of firefighters directly to the site of the fire, extinguishing the flames of the inflammatory proteins that are destroying your nerve cells. One particularly compelling study, titled Double-Blind Randomized Controlled Trial for Neuropathy Pain, conducted by the University of Oxford, involved 636 participants divided into 3 groups. One group received a placebo, another received 300 milligrams of the vitamin, and the third received 600 milligrams of the vitamin. In just 3 weeks, those who took either dosage of Prime Palm reported significantly greater relief from nerve pain than the placebo group, with those receiving the higher dosage experiencing the best results. And here's where things got really exciting. I was part of the study and tried Prime Palm for my own nerve pain over a 6-month period. I was amazed to find that I not only experienced quick pain relief on the very first day, but more importantly, my levels of pain and discomfort decreased month after month and continued to steadily decrease throughout the entire 6-month study. In other words, the results kept improving as I continued the treatment. These results were replicated in other published clinical studies, where daily supplementation with Prime Palm resulted not only in drastic improvements in neuropathy pain and nerve inflammation, but also in physical function, muscle strength, and overall quality of life. Richard, I have no doubt that this vitamin is the key to stopping your mother's pain and improving her condition. Supplement her with this vitamin, and you'll see her completely free from this problem, never having to consider surgery again. I thank Dr. Sven, and what happened in the following days was truly unbelievable. My mom started using this natural supplement, and within just a few days, a remarkable transformation began to take place. The pain that had been constant and debilitating started to decrease on the very first day. My mom, who had spent years battling neuropathy and feeling increasingly discouraged, found real relief for the first time. Each week she reported improvements. The intense pain and electric shocks subsided, and most importantly, the numbness and weakness in her legs began to disappear. Her mobility, which had been severely compromised, gradually returned. She was able to do simple activities that had been impossible for her before, like taking a walk in the park with my dad, cooking her favorite meals, and even driving again. Seeing my mom regain her quality of life was an emotionally intense experience. The joy of watching her free from pain, the gratitude for finding a solution, and the realization that all my efforts and research had paid off were overwhelming feelings. The news about Prime Palm's success quickly spread among friends and family, who also suffered from nerve pain. What began as a desperate search to help my mother soon turned into a mission to share this discovery with as many people as possible. Since then, I have dedicated my time to helping others find relief from nerve pain. I partnered with Dr. Sven to work on a product that could be available to everyone, and today, I am very proud to introduce you to AlphaCur. This advanced, science-based solution is the first and only one that finally tackles the true cause of neuropathy pain, the pain molecule that damages nerves, leaving it exposed and causing debilitating pain. By stopping the excessive production of this molecule, you can end the inflammation and regenerate the damaged nerves, eliminating pain so you can enjoy a new life, pain-free, without limitations, without painkillers or nerve stimulators, and with a smile on your face again. But that's not all. If you opt for the less common choice of reserve, just 2 bottles of AlphaCur won't pay the full price. The rare ingredient is alpha-lipoic acid. This super antioxidant is one of the most powerful ingredients in the world for calming inflammation. Studies have shown that it can drastically reduce inflammation and resulting joint pain, decrease stiffness and swelling, improve physical function, and significantly reduce the need for pain medication. And it does so quickly. This makes alpha-lipoic acid the perfect complement to Prime Palm. The reason they work so well together was explained in an important study published in the medical journal Nutrients. In the study, scientists discovered that the powerful antioxidants in alpha-lipoic acid are distributed directly to the myelin, helping to combat inflammatory cytokines even faster, meaning you can expect greater pain relief sooner. Just the manufacturing and shipping cost, which is a payment of $79 per bottle. To complete the formula and help ensure the strongest and fastest possible results, we've also included 5 more powerful ingredients. First, we added magnesium glycinate. Besides being essential for the proper functioning of muscles and nerves, magnesium can help reduce muscle cramps and tension that may contribute to nerve pain. The good news is that it's also crucial for energy production, blood sugar control, and the synthesis of proteins and DNA. Next, we included Ruscus aculeatus, also known as butcher's broom root extract. This powerful ingredient improves circulation and reduces inflammation, alleviating pain and swelling associated with nerve pain. Its anti-inflammatory properties are also beneficial for conditions like varicose veins and other circulatory issues, contributing to an overall sense of well-being. For rapid cellular recovery and muscle pain reduction, we opted for L-carnitine. Beyond its well-known role in converting fat into energy, L-carnitine helps improve physical performance recovery and reduce fatigue, providing more energy throughout the day. But we didn't stop there. After further research, we discovered that adding a specific type of turmeric leads to surprisingly faster inflammation reduction. Not just any turmeric, but a turmeric rhizome extract with 95% curcuminoids. This extract is a potent anti-inflammatory that enhances the reduction of inflammation around the nerves, promoting overall well-being and vitality. Finally, we added coenzyme Q10, a special vitamin that supports cellular energy production and has antioxidant properties, aiding in muscle recovery and pain reduction. As an additional bonus, coenzyme Q10 is also excellent for improving heart health and reducing signs of aging, contributing to increased energy and vitality. As a result, this unique and powerful combination of ingredients provides everything you need for fast relief from nerve pain, improved health, and well-being in a 100% natural and healthy way. Say goodbye to pain medications and finally enjoy smooth, comfortable movement with the renewed flexibility of your youth. Now imagine how good it would feel to jump out of bed every morning and move freely, without that burning sensation, sharp shocks, or numbness in your feet and hands, because your nerves are no longer blocked and inflamed, but properly restored and protected. Imagine being able to pick something up from the floor with the flexible and agile back and legs of a 20-year-old. Being able to sit comfortably cross-legged on the floor with your grandchildren while they happily play board games or kneel on the ground to tend to the roses without fearing you might get stuck there, frozen in pain. Others will 3-bottle option, and some will go for the 2 bottles option. First, with your friends and loved ones because you will no longer be in agony or seen as old and frail. Second, with yourself because you will finally regain your confidence, freedom, and independence, and live life on your own terms, just like many of our satisfied customers are doing now. In fact, when we first made AlphaCur available for sale, we were confident it would change lives, and we have not been disappointed.
Since I started taking AlphaCur, I can now go up and down stairs normally.
I noticed that the pain started to decrease on the first day. It's not as frequent or as intense. I love to dance. I love to move and feel good, and I'm feeling more like that now, so I'm happy to think that the pain will never come back again.
Since I started taking AlphaCur, I don't feel any back pain. I drive for several hours every day, so this makes a huge difference.
I can do my household chores now, lift things, bend down and get back up. I'm 73 years old, so, I was thinking, oh, it's going to get harder to do the chores, but now I'm enjoying it. I'm getting better every day, and I can tell the difference because I no longer feel sharp pains in my legs or back. Plus, my flexibility and energy to finish tasks have improved much faster.
AlphaCur is the only formula that combines these powerful ingredients in the ideal dosage for you. On the first day of using AlphaCur, the first thing you'll notice is the reduction in nerve and body pain. Many people report that even while maintaining their daily routines without any extra effort, just by using AlphaCur's formula, the pain starts to ease within the first few hours. This happens because the formula is 100% natural and is absorbed by your body in about 15 to 30 minutes, starting to work at the root of the problem. It interrupts the production of the pain molecule and eliminates them one by one. As this cleansing process takes place, your body begins to reap the benefits. You'll notice that those intense and persistent pains won't happen as frequently. You'll also find that the tingling and numbness in your nerves gradually diminishes. Moreover, that morning stiffness, the pain when walking, or the discomfort when moving or standing for long periods will also start to disappear. And the best part is that you won't have to take multiple medications, restrict your activities, or limit your movements. All of this will happen naturally from the first day. As days go by, you'll also notice that your mobility is improving more and more, and those moments of intense pain that paralyze you will no longer bother you. By the time you complete the first few weeks of use, it's likely that when you visit your doctor, you'll hear the news that you're free from nerve pain and discomfort. At least, that's what happened with most people who started using AlphaCur. And the best part is that you won't need to change anything in your routine. In fact, your only task will be to take 2 capsules a day when you wake up and let our formula do all the work for you. Since it's 100% natural, unlike traditional medications, AlphaCur has no contraindications and is recommended for everyone, without exception. Whether man or woman, people in their 30s or in their 90s, those who've been suffering from pain for years or those who've only been in pain for a few months, everyone can benefit. That's why we produced this formula using 100% natural ingredients. This way, no matter if someone has allergies or a chronic condition, they can still enjoy AlphaCur. Additionally, AlphaCur is proudly manufactured right here in the United States, in a facility that strictly adheres to the highest standards of good manufacturing practices. It's meticulously crafted in an FDA-registered facility with rigorous standards, so it's truly risk-free for anyone. What's even more amazing is that this is the only formula today that can relieve even the most challenging cases of neuropathy pain. The proof is that every day I receive testimonials in my email from people thanking me for creating this formula. For example, take the case of Rose, 59, who managed to get rid of her pain after suffering from neuropathy for a decade. I suffered for years with nerve pain, tried various treatments until I tried AlphaCur. Each month my pain decreased, and after 6 months, I was able to live pain-free again. Then there's Charlie, who managed to alleviate his pain in just 5 weeks of treatment, and Sophie, who had been battling back pain for almost 20 years, but was finally able to free herself. She always sends me pictures thanking me for allowing her to move freely again without fear and without needing to take medication all the time. I could go on all day sharing these stories, but the fact is this: AlphaCur is the only clinically tested and approved formula that truly guarantees immediate and permanent relief from nerve pain and discomfort. In fact, because of the results AlphaCur delivers, it quickly became a household name. Our last stock practically flew off the shelves. We currently have only 127 bottles available at the time of recording this video. However, there's now a major crisis in the supply chain. This means we could run out of any of the powerful ingredients in AlphaCur, but we're not willing to sacrifice the quality of our product by using cheaper and less effective substitutes. With this scarcity, we need to ensure that everyone who wants to use AlphaCur has the chance to get it. That's why, if you want to access this formula, you'll need to meet 2 simple criteria first. Criterion 1. I don't want AlphaCur to just sit on your shelf. If you buy it, I want you to take it and experience all the benefits. If you want to achieve real results, you need to commit to taking AlphaCur every day, rain or shine. Criterion 2. You must commit to taking AlphaCur long-term. Although AlphaCur provides relief from the first day, the longer you take it, the better you'll feel. That's why I recommend you order at least a 3-month supply. But before I show you how you can secure your AlphaCur, I have a question for you. Can you imagine what your life will be like when you're completely free from nerve pain and discomfort? Picture the moment when you visit your doctor and he looks at your tests, surprised to see that you no longer suffer from these pains. Imagine how your life will change when you can finally go back to doing your daily activities without constantly worrying about pain. Think about the relief you'll feel when you lie down in bed and can finally rest, knowing you'll wake up pain-free the next day. And you'll have many more years to enjoy life with your family and loved ones. Not to mention the savings you'll experience. You won't need to spend a fortune on doctor visits or medications every month. No more frequent hospital trips or being limited in your daily activities. Wouldn't that be amazing? And today I've shown you that this is possible. All you need to do is address the true root cause of your neuropathy. To do that, you simply need to stop the multiplication of the pain molecule in your body. And this is only possible with these natural ingredients in the correct dosage. That's why AlphaCur is the only 100% natural formula that can relieve nerve and body pain once and for all. Knowing this, I have to ask you, considering all these benefits, how much do you think AlphaCur should cost? I understand it can be hard to put a price on something like this, but take a moment to add up everything you've spent on pain treatments since your diagnosis. I'm sure you'll be shocked at the total. After all, pain treatments aren't cheap. And that doesn't even include therapies, frequent doctor visits, and other expenses that come up during the course of treatment. A recent study showed that Americans spend an average of $15,000 to $30,000 a year on these things alone. And I don't know about you, but I've never met anyone who managed to get rid of their pain by following conventional treatments. So considering that AlphaCur is the only definitive and 100% natural solution for nerve pain and discomfort, it's fair to say that this formula could be quite expensive. But my goal here isn't to make a profit. This discovery is so groundbreaking that we believe Dr. Sven will receive the Nobel Prize in Medicine this December in Stockholm, Sweden. But to achieve that, we need as many proven cases of pain relief using this natural method as possible. For this reason, even though I could charge around $1,000 for AlphaCur, that won't be the price. The amount I'm charging is just to cover the costs of the entire operation, from the lab, the research team, the cost of ingredients, and everything else. Not even $500, which would be half of that. After extensive calculations and a lot of negotiation with my team, we were able to find a price that works for everyone and doesn't compromise the quality of the formula, which is our top priority. But even better than that, we decided to run a special campaign just for those watching this video now, and until our current stock runs out. We're doing this to raise awareness about the true cause of nerve pain and to help as many people as possible regain their quality of life without resorting to invasive and expensive methods. Here's how it works. If you purchase 3 bottles of AlphaCur today, we'll give you an additional 3 bottles for free, ensuring you have a full 6-month treatment, which is the most recommended for long-lasting results. This exclusive offer is available today to everyone who watches this video to the end. That means you can get 3 bottles of AlphaCur completely free today. With the 6-month treatment, each bottle of AlphaCur comes out to just $49, and you won't pay anything for shipping. To secure your bottles of AlphaCur, it's very simple. Just click the button below this video to choose your kit and place your order. You'll receive your AlphaCur bottles at your home in 2 to 5 days. Now, if you prefer to purchase the 3-bottle kit, you'll pay for just 2 and get 1 completely free. This gives you a full 3-month treatment. In this case, each bottle of AlphaCur comes out to just $69. If you opt for the less common choice of reserving just 2 bottles of AlphaCur, you still won't pay the full price. Just the manufacturing and shipping cost, which is a payment of $79 per bottle. But remember, this is an exclusive offer being made available only today as part of our awareness campaign against neuropathy pain. It's important to note that this offer is only valid until our current stock runs out. With the demand we're seeing, these bottles could sell out at any moment. Right now, we have only 127 bottles available. If you want to take advantage of this unique opportunity to secure a full 6-month treatment at a special price, now is the time. After this, we won't be able to offer AlphaCur at this price again. And there's more, since the ingredients in the formula are very difficult to source. It takes us a long time to produce a new stock. We estimate that once this stock runs out, it could take between 3 to 6 months before we can restock here in the US. And with many people buying 3, 6, and sometimes even 12 bottles, I wouldn't be surprised if the current stock is already gone before you finish watching this video. This is the lowest price ever offered for AlphaCur in its entire history. All the studies we've conducted show that people typically start to feel the first signs of pain relief from neuropathy within minutes of using AlphaCur. However, I still always recommend that people choose the 6-month treatment. Not only does it offer a greater discount, but the 6-month treatment also provides better overall results. That's because when you eliminate inflammation from your body, you also address many other health issues. These inflammations affect the health of your skin, heart, liver, and several other organs. That's why people who use AlphaCur for at least 6 months report not only pain relief, but also improvements in their immune system. They become free from other types of inflammation and diseases, and they say they lead a healthier life overall. So if you truly want to restore your health, eliminate pain from your life, and return to living a normal life without medications, without limitations, without spending a fortune, and with the ability to move freely again, click the button below, select your quantity of AlphaCur bottles, and complete your purchase now. After you choose your treatment, you'll be redirected to our secure payment page. There, you'll enter your contact information, followed by your payment details. Once your payment is complete, you'll be taken to a page where we have a surprise waiting for you. Next, we'll send you an order confirmation via email. And if you choose the 3 or 6 bottle option, your shipping will be completely free. So please choose the ideal stock for you below while our promotion is still available. But I understand if you're feeling skeptical. That's why we've taken all the risk off your shoulders by offering an exclusive 60-day guarantee. If you choose any of the 3 AlphaCur kits below, take it for at least 1 month, and if by some miracle you don't experience relief from your pain, you can email us anytime at support@alphacur.com and we'll immediately refund your money. In other words, you can try it risk-free for 60 days. If it doesn't work, just get your money back and you don't even have to return the bottles. I'm so confident in this formula that I've removed all the risk for you. You can try it without any fear, I guarantee it. There are no risks. And there's more. By purchasing the 3 or 6 bottle kit of AlphaCur now, you'll also receive 3 very special bonuses that Dr. Sven and I have made available for this special campaign. As you've seen, Dr. Sven's research is groundbreaking and is revolutionizing medicine. Proof of this is the Lasker Award he received in New York last year and his nomination for the Nobel Prize in Medicine in 2024. His discoveries will soon be published as books available worldwide, but only for those who purchase 3 or 6 bottles of AlphaCur. He will release entirely free. digital copies of the next 2 books that will be published soon. Bonus 1, The Forever Young Book. In this fascinating book, Dr. Sven reveals everything he's discovered about how to slow down aging with simple and natural solutions that most people have never heard of. The simple morning ritual that helps rejuvenate your skin naturally. This ancient secret is starting to gain attention in modern science, and the results are unbelievable. The miracle drink that promises to slow aging by up to 20 years. Forget expensive solutions. This recipe can be made at home and has been used for centuries in a region famous for its longevity. The invisible poison present in most households that's aging you from the inside out. This item is in the pantry of almost every home, but it could be the biggest enemy of your youth and your families. How to slow down the aging of your brain and keep it sharp as a knife until you're 90, avoiding the risk of dementia and Alzheimer's. Discover the technique that science has finally proven can literally rejuvenate your mind. The nighttime habit that makes your body naturally produce collagen while you sleep, and what you should never do before bed. This nighttime habit could be either accelerating or slowing down the signs of aging without you realizing it, and much more. Those who secure 3 or 6 bottles of AlphaCur today will receive a digital copy of this book absolutely free. In addition, you'll also receive Bonus 2, Bulletproof Health for Seniors. In this digital book, you'll learn 100% natural juice recipes that you can make at home using common ingredients to protect your body against diseases, boost your immunity, and keep your body healthier. Here's what you'll learn in this book: the super drink that helps naturally lower blood sugar levels. Discover the combination of ingredients that helps naturally lower your blood sugar levels and frees you from heavy medications. The morning juice that helps keep blood pressure at healthy levels. This powerful recipe combines ingredients that naturally dilate blood vessels, helping you avoid the dangers of hypertension. The heart smoothie that cleans your arteries and drastically reduces the risk of heart attack. Incorporating this drink into your routine can protect your heart and ensure a longer, healthier life. The anti-obesity recipe that melts visceral fat, especially in women over 60. This specific combination of fruits and vegetables not only helps with weight loss, but also improves metabolic health and boosts energy. The nighttime tea that regulates cholesterol and strengthens the immune system. This simple tea contains ingredients that have been used for centuries in Asia to keep cholesterol levels in check and prevent diseases. The sleep juice that guarantees deep rest and combats insomnia. Improve the quality of your sleep and wake up refreshed, ready to tackle the day with renewed energy. As you can see, Bulletproof Health for Seniors is a book that will help you develop better health in every way. And although it's not sold anywhere else, if you buy 3 to 6 bottles of AlphaCur today, you'll receive a digital copy of this book 100% free. Bonus 3, private consultation with me for 6 months. I wanted to make a significant contribution to this campaign, so I decided to dedicate some of my time to personally help a few people even more closely. That's right, I'm offering an exclusive consultation with me. During this consultation, I'll share my personal email, and I'll answer all your questions about your nerve pain treatment or health in general. Listen, this private consultation and ongoing support with me normally costs $1,200 per month, and that's only when I have time available, which rarely happens. But today, just for the first 10 people who purchase the 6-bottle kit of AlphaCur, I'll offer this consultation through my personal email. I'll guide you step by step to help you resolve all your health issues, eliminating every possible problem and transforming your life. You'll have the freedom to send me as many emails as you want over 6 months about any questions you have. Both I and even Dr. Sven will personally read and respond to you with care. But of course I can't offer this to everyone, so it will only be available to the first 10 people who purchase the 6-bottle kit through this video. So I recommend acting quickly so you don't miss out on this opportunity. Click the button below to place your order and secure your AlphaCur bottles, plus these special bonuses. In summary, you'll be securing a 100% natural formula that is the only proven solution to relieve nerve and body pain. You'll also receive a book revealing important secrets that have never been shared before about how to stay younger longer by slowing down the aging process. Additionally, you'll get a digital book with homemade recipes specifically for people over 50, featuring natural super juices that will help you overcome issues like obesity, cholesterol, heart problems, high blood pressure, insomnia, and more. And finally, you'll have the opportunity to receive my personal consultation for 6 months, completely free, if you're quick to complete your purchase. So my only advice for you now is, click the button below and place your order now. Let me be honest here. You may have spent a lot over the years on treatments and therapies that you didn't even fully understand, wasting your hard-earned money on strange exercises and medications that likely worsened your condition. Now, You have the chance to use the only scientifically proven formula capable of relieving your nerve pain and stiffness at a price lower than your daily coffee. Honestly, don't waste any time. I highly recommend choosing the 6-bottle option. In my opinion, it's the smartest decision. Think about how much your life and health could change when you keep your pain relieved for 6 consecutive months without skipping a single day, rain or shine. This is exactly what you need. In the first few days, your pain will decrease significantly, which will boost your spirits. In the following weeks, your pain will be almost non-existent, and that will be enough for your doctor to tell you that you're free from pain. But true happiness comes when you can move freely without pain. When that happens, you'll be able to cancel your frequent doctor appointments, stop painful treatments, throw away all your medications, and never again worry about limitations in your daily activities. This is what happens to everyone who follows the 6-month treatment. Additionally, by choosing this option, you'll feel more energetic and motivated, restore mobility and flexibility, and say goodbye to the intense stiffness that feels like your nerves are being locked up. You might even find that you can comfortably sleep on your side again. You'll finally be able to spend more time with your loved ones, significantly improving your life and theirs by freeing yourself from the frustrating and embarrassing discomfort of nerve pain and the fear of disability. You'll regain your zest for life and get back to doing the things you used to love. As I've said before, AlphaCur isn't just the key to permanently and naturally relieving nerve pain and stiffness. It's the key to a healthier, freer, and happier life. No more relying on medications, constant doctor visits, or being limited in your activities. But listen, you need to act fast. There are only 127 bottles left, and many people are watching this video right now just like you. Most of them have seen that the 6-bottle option is the best, and many will choose it. Others will choose the 3-bottle option, and some will go for the 2 bottles option. Do you really think this stock will last until the end of the day? There won't be another chance, another opportunity. It's now or never. Either you seize this chance to finally free yourself from neuropathy, or you'll be hit with a feeling of regret and anguish tomorrow. You know that tight feeling in your chest when you don't make a decision you knew you should have made? If you don't take advantage of this now, I'm sure that's the feeling that will take over. After all, today I shared a personal story with you, showed you all the scientific evidence and studies proving that what I said is true, and revealed the real culprit behind your pain. I also talked about the natural ingredient formula that combats this, showed you that AlphaCur is the only way to permanently relieve nerve pain and stiffness, and made the best offer possible to ensure you don't miss out. Finally, I even offered an exclusive guarantee to remove all your risks. In practice, you either get results or your money goes back into your account. I'm doing this because I know how painful it is to suffer from those awful pains. I saw how painful it was for my mother to feel helpless and dependent on others for everything. I watched as the pain stole her joy of living, and I saw the transformation that AlphaCur brought to her life. Look at these photos of the trips she finally managed to take with my father. That's why I work so hard for you, because I know what I have here really works. I know AlphaCur can truly help you. I've opened your eyes, but now, the only person who can do something to change your situation is you. So click the button below, select your bottle below, and place your order right now. Well, that's it. At this moment, you have only 2 choices. The first is to stay on the path you're currently on, watching as pain steals your life, taking away your independence, the joy of moving freely, and filling your mind and heart with anxiety about what the future may hold. If you choose to continue on this path, the future is uncertain for you. The risks of physical limitations and complications increase with each passing day. Your energy levels deplete month after month. Your mobility could suddenly worsen, and even performing simple tasks becomes increasingly difficult, not to mention the effects on your brain and the increased risk of other diseases due to physical limitations. And if you manage to endure all of this, you'll be lucky if you're still able to move in a few years. I know this is hard to hear, but it's the reality, and you know it. Living with chronic pain is living on the edge of life, depriving yourself of everything and constantly fearing what might happen at any moment. Every year in the United States, thousands of people suffer from chronic neuropathy pain that severely impacts their lives. Research reveals that people with nerve pain have a drastically reduced quality of life, and other studies show that most people with chronic pain end up dealing with depression and anxiety due to physical limitations. If you choose to follow this path, okay, it's your choice, but it doesn't have to be this way. Instead, you can choose to start using AlphaCur this week. This is the best path to a happy and blessed life. A life where you're free from neuropathy, pain, and body pain, free from complications, low energy, and limitations in your daily activities. All you need to do is click the button below and choose your treatment. It's much easier to relieve this pain than most people think. Thousands of others have done it, and if they can, so can you. You just need to make the right decision, choose your treatment below, and place your order today. That's the decision Carmen, 69, made. A few weeks ago, she barely had the energy to get out of bed, and today she sent me a picture, all smiles, as she returned to her morning walks and prepared to make the pasta she and her kids love so much. She also sent me her test results and told me she had never been so free of pain.
I've struggled with nerve pain for years and used countless remedies with little success. Then I discovered AlphaCur. From my very first use, I noticed a significant reduction in my pain. And unlike other treatments, AlphaCur provided quick and long-lasting relief. Within a week, I was able to resume my daily activities without constant discomfort. Its ease of use and effectiveness have truly improved my quality of life. I highly recommend it to anyone suffering from nerve pain. It's been a game changer for me.
I've battled with nerve pain for as long as I can remember, and it has severely impacted my daily life and activities. And when I started using this AlphaCur, I was amazed at the results. Within a few days, the excruciating pain that I had grown accustomed to was significantly reduced. It was incredible to feel such relief so quickly. AlphaCur not only eased my pain, but it also allowed me to move more freely and enjoy my life again. This product has been a lifesaver, and I highly recommend it to anyone struggling with nerve pain. It really does work.
Since I started taking AlphaCur, I don't feel any nerve pain.
For me, this is priceless, and I receive messages like this every day. I hope to receive a message like this from you too. To secure your AlphaCur today, claim all the bonuses and change your life. Just click the button below. Choose one of the available kits and complete your order. That is, of course, if there are still bottles available. If the stock is out, a notice will appear on the next page informing you that you can no longer place your order. But if you're redirected to our payment page and can enter your information, it means there's still stock available, and you can still seize this opportunity. Remember, you have 60 days to try AlphaCur risk-free. And don't forget that you'll also receive free shipping for the 3 to 6 bottle kits, free access to the book Forever Young, free access to the book Bulletproof Health for Seniors, free access to my personal email. But there's one last thing. Everyone loves surprises, and there's a special surprise I want to give to everyone who secures any quantity of AlphaCur today. This surprise gift isn't a book, a bottle, or anything else you might be imagining. It's something even better than everything we've talked about here. I won't spoil the surprise by telling you what it is, but you'll find out as soon as you complete your order. Once you finalize your purchase, you'll be automatically directed to this surprise. So pay close attention to all the instructions that will appear. This is our final gift, and that's all I have to say. I truly hope that you, watching this video, seize this opportunity, because I'm certain it won't come around again. It was a pleasure for me to share my story and this incredible discovery with you today. You're ready to get started now. Click the button below and start relieving your neuropathy pain today. Now, before I say goodbye, I want to address some frequently asked questions I've received this past week about AlphaCur. Question 1. I've been using AlphaCur for less than 5 days and my pain has already decreased significantly. Is it normal to see results so quickly? Yes, it's completely normal. Just like in the gym, where some people lose weight faster and others take longer, with AlphaCur, some people experience quicker results. This just means your body is responding well. Question 2. You said the delivery would take up to 5 days, but it arrived at my house in just 2 days. Is that normal? Yes, it's normal, especially if you chose the 6-bottle option. Our shipping team prioritizes those who purchase the 6-month package. So many people receive their AlphaCur well before the expected delivery date. Question 3. Is it normal that my pain improves with AlphaCur even without changing my lifestyle? Absolutely. Your lifestyle doesn't affect the results of AlphaCur. It doesn't matter what you eat, your genetics, or even your age. The results will be the same because AlphaCur targets the root cause of pain, inflammation, which has nothing to do with your routine. Question 4. I bought AlphaCur for my mom, and in 28 days she's feeling better than ever and wants to keep taking it. She's 68 years old. Does AlphaCur have any contraindications? No. AlphaCur is made with 100% natural ingredients and has no side effects. It's safe for anyone to take. In fact, it's even recommended for people who don't have chronic problems, as it helps prevent pain, reduce inflammation, and promote overall health. Question 5. I want to order my bottles of AlphaCur. How do I do it? It's very simple. Just click the button below this video, choose the package that best suits your needs, and complete your purchase. Our 6-bottle package is the most popular as it offers the best value, with each bottle costing just $49. It's a significant savings. Question 6. Are my personal details secure? Yes, you can rest assured that your information is safe. We use one of the largest and most secure payment gateways in America. The same system used by major banks. Your data is 100% protected, with no chance of it being accessed by third parties. Last question, how long will this offer be available to the public? While my goal is to help as many people as possible get rid of nerve and body pain, the truth is that there's a lot of pressure against us from big pharmaceutical companies. These billion-dollar corporations don't want natural and effective solutions like AlphaCur to be accessible to the public, especially at such an affordable price. Moreover, because our focus is on maintaining the highest quality of ingredients, the process of importing, manufacturing, and inspecting new batches can take 4 to 5 months. So, I truly don't know when we'll have a new batch available. That's why it's crucial that you secure your bottles today. I strongly advise you to choose as many bottles as possible to avoid running out and compromising your treatment. Remember, this is your only chance to secure this exclusive offer. With free shipping, extra bottles, and the bonuses like the Forever Young book, the Bulletproof Health for Seniors book, and my personal consultation. This offer is only valid for those who watch this video to the end and complete their purchase today. As soon as you place your order, we'll immediately set aside and ship your AlphaCur bottles. In just a few days, you'll receive them at your home and can start taking 1 capsule a day in the morning. I'm confident that you'll notice a significant improvement in your neuropathy pain in a short time, with your mobility restored, pain-free, inflammation-free, and the certainty that there's still much to live for with quality and energy. And best of all, you'll be protected by our 60-day full money-back guarantee. So go ahead and place your order now because you have nothing to lose and everything to gain. These were the questions I had prepared. The only thing I ask of you is, make the right decision. Click the button below and complete your payment now. I'm sure this will be the best decision of your life. Well, that's it for now. Take care and see you later. Thank you for watching.